Hey guys, we're here to bring you at-home workout number 83. It's the workout of the day for Thursday, I don't know what day, Thursday, the 4th? The 4th. And we have an ab and upper body strength day for you. So first thing you're going to do with your dumbbell or kettlebell, you're going to do a 100-meter overhead carry. So grab that. Okay, two hands or one hand, your choice, athlete's choice. Okay, you're going to walk for 100 meters with that overhead. When you come back in, you can put that down. We're going to do 20 arm circles. That's 5 forward on the right side, 5 backward, 5 forward on the left side, 5 backward. Now back on that kettlebell or dumbbell, you're going to do a 2-arm bent over row. So you're going to hold it with an underhand grip where at least palms facing each other, so either palms away from you or palms towards each other. And he's just rowing up towards his belly button 20 times. Now 15 high pulls. It's a swing where instead of coming out in front of him, he bends those elbows and pulls right up to his chin. Okay, so it starts like a kettlebell swing and it ends right up under the chin. And then you go into 15 regular Russian swings. So this time the full swing, pop it up to eye level. Now, we have 10 airplanes, 5 on each side. So what John's going to do, he's going to plant his right foot. He's trying to keep a straight line from his head to his heel. Okay, you can see that right leg isn't very bent, but it is a soft knee. Okay, and ideally he's trying to get a tabletop back. All right, so he's going to do 5 on each side, alternating each rep. And then 10 scorpions. Laying down on the floor, he's on his belly, his arms out in a T with his palms facing down. And he's taking his left leg, trying to touch his right hand, and his right leg, and trying to touch his left hand. And same thing, you're going to do 10 total, but that means you're alternating each time to hit 5 each side. That'll get you ready for the workout of the day.
Yeah. All right, guys, the workout of the day is going to be an ab and upper body strength day. So what we're going to do is hit a 21-15-9 of several different movements. We're going to go through these movements. It's not for time, so we're just kind of moving through, just getting stronger. The first one is actually going to be an L-sit hold.
Right.
So this is going to be seconds worth, right? So if it's 21, it'll be 21 seconds. So Nikki's going to plant herself on the ground. She'll put her hands just forward of her hips a little bit, and then she's going to try and lift herself up off the floor with her legs straight. And that is difficult, right? 21 seconds, and that is super difficult. So if you can't do those, we've got several options for you. One is to put your hands out in front a little bit, go on your spider kind of fingertips, and then leave your butt on the floor and just pick up your feet. That is really tough. The further forward you can reach, the harder that gets because you stay all balled up. Again, 21 seconds. Or you can pull out some elevated objects, right? Chairs, stools, something that you can put yourself up on. Some people you only need 4 or 5 inches and hold yourself up and either go bent knee or straight knee. So those are your L-sit variations, but again, it's seconds worth. The next up is going to be the 2-arm bicep curl. So you're going to grab your bell. If it's a kettlebell, you grab it by the horns. Dumbbell, you grab it by the outside. Nikki's hinged over just a little bit, and then she's just going to squeeze up to her body and then come back down. And the goal is to have virtually no downtime, no loss of tension. So she's not swinging it up and letting it crash back down. Nice control the whole way. From there, we're going to go toes to dumbbell or kettlebell. So this is an ab-based movement. Nikki's going to put that bell on the ground. She's going to reach back for it over her head. She's going to lay out in a hollow position. She's going to bring her toes all the way back to touch the bell, and then she'll lay all the way back out, not quite hit the floor, and then come back up. The only thing we don't want to see is where you just kind of collapse to the floor and then like heave back up, right? You don't want that. You want nice controlled, none of that stuff. Lay out and then pull yourself back into it. If you need to bend your knees for that, that's a perfectly acceptable sub. From there, we go to the 1-arm dead rows. So this is a new movement for us. It's a bent over row with one arm, which we've done, but you're going to come back and touch the floor each time. It's going to be a long range of motion. So Nikki's going to hinge over. She's going to put that bell to, you're actually going to go feet together.
Woo!
Yeah.
Okay.
And that bell's going to be a few inches in front of her on the floor. And she's going to row up to her side and then come back down to the floor out in front just a little bit. And then up to her side and then back down to the floor. And you can use that kind of one big full body full upper back motion to get that bell up there. But you are going to pause just briefly on the floor each
And
time.
brace the other hand?
Yeah, you can definitely brace the other hand on the leg there. Yeah, there we go. Cool. So those are your one-arm dead rows, and it's going to be per side. So it'll be 21 left and then 21 right for that first round. And lastly is going to be oblique crunches. So Nikki is going to grab that bell, stand nice and tall. She's going to let herself dip over to the side and then crunch back over, focusing on flexing that oblique, that side of your abs there, to pull herself over. Notice she's not throwing her hips way to the side, she's just letting the abs stretch and then pulling back. 21 each side again.
And we want to emphasize, do those slowly today.
Yes.
Okay, we don't want to see like this going for time. We want to see nice slow descent, nice slow ascent.
Yeah, everything about today's workout is just kind of getting yourself burning. So that is your workout. Again, 21-59, L-sit hold, 2-arm bicep curls, toasted dumbbell and kettlebell, 1-arm dead rows, and oblique crunches. Lots and lots of work. That's going to take us to the cash out. Nick, you feel like demonstrating this?
I forget what it is.
The windshield wipers.
Sure.
So Nikki is going to lay down. We're going to do windshield wipers. It's going to be 40, 20 per side. So Nikki will lay down. She'll put her arms straight out to the side for a little bit of support. Feet go straight up in the air. I'll get out of the way.
Yep.
And she's going to drop her legs all the way to one side. Ideally, just barely touch the floor, and then come right back over and all the way to the other. And again, these are very slow motion. You obviously don't want to be like flopping back and forth. This will take some time. 40 of these at that speed is what we're looking for.
You could scale range of motion or knees.
Yeah. If you can't go all the way down, which will be tough, you can go less range, or you can bend your knees and get less of that lever arm, and it becomes a little bit more reasonable. So again, 40 of those, 20 right, 20 left.
All right, that takes us to the cool down. We're gonna stretch out the forearms. We don't need that, so what are you getting that for? Kneeling forearm and wrist stretch. So John's just gonna get down on his knees. He has his fingers pointed back toward himself and his palms on the floor, and he's just gonna lean back. Okay, feel a nice good stretch. You're doing 45 seconds with your palms down, and then 45 seconds where you switch and your palms are facing up, and now he's leaning forward into that to stretch his wrists. Okay? Then the lacrosse ball lat roll.
Yeah.
Possibly the most painful thing you can do with a lacrosse ball. So John's going to take this, and he's going for that upper part of the lat, right where it's tying underneath that armpit. And that's all. He's going to lay on that ball. He's going to move around and figure out where is it the most spicy. He's going to find it, and he might pass out right now.
That feels awesome.
Okay, and he's going to hang out there. This isn't one where you're necessarily rolling around a lot. You're really going to find that pinpoint, hang out there. You can do some little movements. And you are going to do, we did say, 45 seconds per side.
Yeah, 45 seconds.
45 seconds on each side. Okay.
That is it.
That's it. We hope you enjoy the Thursday strength day. We are hoping to have a 6 o'clock outdoor WOD, but just like today, weather's up in the air. So sign up for class if you're thinking about it. That way you'll get a notification if we decide we need to move it to virtual. You'll get a text message and an email to let you know.
Very good.
All right.
See
Have
ya.
fun.